The Steducentre 2015 Grade 8 A&A Exam Review, English, Home Language. Part 3. Design your life to reach your goals. Introducing a perfect partnership. The new Samsung Note 3 plus Gear work together to create an ideal business tool. Calls to your Note 3 can be answered with a simple motion of your wrist, and the conversation can be had via Galaxy Gear. Amazing starts now. SA Rugby and Samsung, the official smartphone supplier to SARU and the national team. Your Galaxy Note 3 plus Gear. Advertising. How do they attract your attention and stick it in your memory? They can use humor to get you in a good mood. They can ask questions to hook you in. They can appeal to your senses. They can use alliteration, rhyme, or play on words to create a memorable slogan. They persuade you to imagine yourself using their product. They make you feel special. So what makes a good ad? It will grab your attention. It will be simple and easy to understand. It shows the products or the benefits and features, and it generates a call for action. Try this. Come here. Buy this. Question 18. The advertisement refers to a perfect partnership. Which two advertised products make the perfect partnership? Question 19. Why is the sentence "Design your life to reach your goals" typed in larger font than the rest of the advertisement? 20.1. At whom is the advertisement aimed? Is it A, businessmen, B, unmarried men, C, married men, or D, cell phone users? 20.2. Give 2 reasons from the advertisement for your choice in 20.1. Question 18. The 2 items that make the perfect partnership are the Galaxy Note 3 and Gear. The reason why it is typed in a larger font size is to draw attention. At whom is the advertisement aimed? It's A, businessmen. 2 reasons why is a person wears a suit and it makes business easier. Question 21. The advertisement contains the Springbok emblem and states official smartphone supplier to the South African Rugby Union and the national team. Why will these references increase sales of the Galaxy Note 3 plus Gear? Give 1 reason. Question 22. Why are Galaxy Note 3 and Gear repeated in the advertisement? Give 2 reasons. Question 23. The advertised products make it easy and convenient to do business. Provide 3 reasons from the advertisement to support this statement. The reason why it will increase sales is because sports fans will want to wear what their heroes wear, and this will improve the product's profile. Galaxy Note 3 and Gear is repeated many times to make the reader remember and to place emphasis on the product being sold. You can answer the calls with the motion of the wrist. You can use either item and they work well together. You can have a conversation via either device. Inside My Computer by Karen Ruff. My computer, disassembled, is a maze of cables, drives, chips and ports, an array of connections, silver solderings, twisting wires. But when the sanity case is latched in place, coils and cables disappears. The smallest particle of matter is not an atom, but a byte, a particle of magic that combines and multiplies unseen inside the blinking box. This poem was adapted from Poetry Soup. Question 24. Which word best describes the style of writing in the first stanza? Is it A, narration, B, description, C, argument, D, reflection? Which word best describes the poet's tone in the second stanza? A, amazement, B, affection, C, apathy, or D, sympathy? In 26.1, identify the speech of line 2. And 26.2, what are the 2 things being compared in this figure of speech? Question 26.3. Why is the above comparison suitable? Suggest 2 reasons. The word that best describes the style of writing in the first stanza is B, description. The word that best describes the poet's tone in the second stanza is A, amazement. The figure of speech in line 2 is a metaphor. In question 26.2, The computer cables are being compared to a maze. This is a suitable comparison because of its confusions, and it will be difficult to find one's way out. Narrative writing tells a real or imaginary story through the sequence of events. I awoke one morning to find a friendly monster eating pancakes in my kitchen. What is a reflective essay? An analytical piece of writing. It will have a description plus reflection. It will describe the facts that make up the event or the experience, set the scene. And it will provide reflection. It will evaluate the experience. What is descriptive writing? Descriptive writing is a style of writing which focuses on describing a character, an event, or a place in great details. It is sometimes poetic in nature, in which the author is specifying the details of the event rather than just the information of that event that happened. For example, in descriptive writing, the author will not just say the vampire killed his lover. They will change the sentence, focusing on more details and descriptions like the red-eyed bloody vampire flushed his rusty teeth into the soft skin of his lover and ended her life. Argumentative writing. Your goal is to develop a strong argument by providing sufficient evidence to support your claim. Most essays you write this year will form part of argumentative writing. You need to state a claim or argument and work to develop the said argument by using specific examples from the text as support. Types of examples are direct quotes, paraphrase of the author's ideas. So what is the author's tone? Tone indicates the writer's mood, voice, and attitude. Often an author's tone is described by adjectives such as cynical, depressed, sympathetic, cheerful, outraged, positive, angry, sarcastic, prayerful, ironic, solemn, vindictive, intense, excited. Examples of tone are cautious, humorous, affectionate, hostile, critical, objective, personal, violent, solemn or serious, sarcastic, disapproving, enthusiastic, desperate, pleading, or indifferent. Figures of speech. If you use the acronym SHAMPOO to remember 6 common figures of speech, it's S, simile. A simile is a comparison between two unlikely things using words like, as, or than. He's as blind as a bat. It is as black as night. She eats like a bird. He is larger than life. Hyperbole. Hyperbole uses exaggeration for emphasis or effect. I've told you 1,000,000 times. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Your backpack weighs a ton. A for alliteration. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Carly cooked a casserole. Will wanted warm weather. Boston baked beans. The M is for metaphor. A metaphor is an expression that describes a person or object by referring to something that is considered to possess similar characteristics. Like life is a journey. Laughter is the best medicine. His words are wisdom. His eyes were ice. Then there's a P for personification. Personification is giving human qualities to animals, inanimate objects, or abstract notions. The hyena laughed. The fog crept in. The wind howled. The snowflakes danced. And finally, onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, a word that sounds like what it is describing, like click, meow, buzz, drizzle, whoosh, splat. Question 27. Refer to stanza 2 and answer questions 27.1 and 27.2. 27.1. Identify the figure of speech in line 13. 27.2. Explain the figure of speech in line 13. Question 28. Do you think the poet is exaggerating the power contained within computers? Give 2 reasons for your answer. 27.1. Identify the figure of speech in line 13. Personification and alliteration. 27.2. Explain the figure of speech. Personification. The box is blinking. A human quality is given to the box. Alliteration. The B sound is repeated. Question 28. Do you think there's an exaggeration of the power contained in computers? You need to give 2 reasons for your answer. You could say, no, he celebrates the power of computers. He shows the processes within the computer. Or yes, he shows the computer as confusion, cables, and parts. The power of the computer should not be glorified since it was made by man. Thank you for watching the Steducentre, turning ordinary learners into extraordinary leaders.